Praying for all my sisters and all my brothers that are here and afar. Keep us, y'all. And I'm praying for the man of y'all that's speaking tonight. Let the word go forth. Let the word speak to the hearer. That we may have understanding. Give us our heart and flesh. Lord, our hearts, our minds. That we may serve you, y'all. In Yahushua's name. Amen. Amen. All right, Brother Fabian, it's you. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Guess talk about love, what everyone always seeks for. Do a little mini lesson on that. Everybody want love, happy life, love, peace, and happiness, and all that. Even Satan wants that, in the wicked own way, under the wicked conditions, but they still want love, peace, and happiness. They want successful children, happy family, all that. Even the wicked want that. But we that seek righteousness, we want it too, but in a righteous manner, and not perverted or anything of that nature. But guess I'll just do a few reminders of that. Go start in Deuteronomy chapter 6 and 5. May the word go out and do some edification. Okay. It's going to be Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. And thou shalt love Yah thy Abba with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. I go here, even Yah wants love, That's why it goes to when we go to Matthew, and he was separating people, and he was telling people he never knew them. It was because, they never had an intimate relationship, with him, and it was never harnessed and nurtured. It's just like walking past a stranger, because that relationship of love was never built. Even though Yah did all that he did to lay the foundation for a potential relationship with everybody who he's called to, them that don't adhere to the calling, for the love of Yah, it's a different type of relationship they got. It's not really that love, peace, and happiness relationship. But I just want to emphasize on this, that this is the main thing that Yah is looking for in us, and we are looking for in Yah, and we're looking for, while we're here with family and whatnot, love, and I read that again. And thou shalt love Yah thy Elohim with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And that's the same thing that we look for, especially when people join in marriage. They looking for this key thing in this verse, that a wife and a husband, they want each other to love each other with all thine heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. So, this is a root and fundamental need, should I say, that even the wicked want, So we're going to go to Psalms 97. Continue in Psalms 97. Psalms 97. I'm going to read, since it's such a short chapter, I'll just read it all, 1 through 12. Yah reigneth, let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. I always love that verse number 2, for everybody who don't think that Yah is not for judgment. I remember I did a lesson on that a few months ago. Yah lives on Judgment Ave, and Righteous Boulevard. So he's all about, righteous living and judgments. Verse 3, a fire goeth before him, and burneth up his enemies round about. His lightnings enlightened the world. The earth saw and trembled. The hills melted like wax at the presence of Yah, at the presence of Yah of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him. Shalom. Shalom. So we're just doing a lesson, just touching on, on love and what Yah is seeking. He want to seek a sincere relationship, love, peace, and happiness, and just like everybody else, even wicked people want a family that loves them, and children that loves them, etc., etc. So we're just talking about love. Right now we're in Psalms 97, verse 7. Confounded be all that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods. Zion heard and was glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoiced because of thy judgment, O Yah. For thou, Yah, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all gods. Yea, ye that love Yah hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is shown for the righteousness, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Yah, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. Because and verse 12 is really touching on, rejoice in Yah, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. Remember, how much he loved you. You got to remember, Yah say, I loved you first. Let me see if I can find it. Most I say, guys, I love you first. Bible. And I'll get that in a sec. I think that's in John 1:4. But again, I read that, rejoice in Yah, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness, of his love, because it's so bountiful. And Yah isn't one of those type of deities, should I say, that just want you to worship them like the pagan gods and get nothing out of it. The Most High puts his foot to the plow to show you that he loves you, and he would do immense. He would die for you. He would change time itself if it would to save his loved ones. And the scriptures say there's no greater love than to somebody put their life on the line for you, and that's what Yah did that through Yahusha. So this key thing right here, why would Yah continuously show and prove himself to his people, which are Hebrew Israelites, and and to lay the foundation to the other nations to show principles and how to live? If he didn't love, if he wasn't seeking out love, this isn't somebody who's like a like a simp or something like that, where he's just doing this because somebody just going to use him and abuse him because of what he got and all this stuff. He's doing this because he loves his children, and he wants to redeem them, and he would do all in his power that he's able to do. So and I want to touch on verse 10 of that, or verse, I heard glad daughters for thou art high above the earth. Yeah. Verse 10. Given the current situation with the storm and whatnot, and when Brother Ron got on the phone, he said the storm is moving towards southern parts of the country. So, but I want to read this, verse 10: Ye that love Yah, hate evil. He pursueth the souls of his saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked. That's just what the Most High just did for many of the righteous, in the northern parts of the storm. That is not going to hit. That is not going to hit now. Might get a little bit of wind and stuff like that, but it's not going to be as severe as it was, because the Most High, again, He's saying, "Ye that love Yah hate evil. He pursueth the souls of His saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked," i.e., the storm and whatnot. Okay, and now we're gonna go to that verse I was talking about, because I love you first. And that's 1 John 4:19. 1 John 4:19. Because a lot of people, got this attitude with Yah, and this really ain't about this, but it's more so about, how love. Everybody want love, but this is just a side note. A lot of people got it about love, like, what have you done for me lately type of attitudes, and that's nothing but of Satan, because Satan wants you to appease, to get Satan's respect, you know what I'm saying? And well, you bought me something yesterday, but what did you do for me today? It's always a perpetual appease me, attitude, and you can see that in a lot of in society now, especially in worldly women. And that's why a lot of women have hard times finding husbands, because it's Satan has beguiled a lot of women to be in a perpetual state of, what have you done for me lately? Yeah, you died for me yesterday, but what you gonna do for me today? And you missing all type of blessings, like Yahusha only came down to die for you one time. What have He done for you lately? The greatest thing that He could have possibly did for you. But because they have a wicked view, a distorted view of love, they'll say stuff like that. Yeah, you took a bullet for me, but today's a new day, and it's a perverse love that Satan is, just because Satan hates to see the children of Yah enjoying love and the bliss of it. So, but again, 1 John. Let me get to that. 1 John 4:19. 4:19. 1 John 4:19. We love Him because He first loved us. If a man say, I love Yah, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen. So, just making a distinct point. John is making a distinct point. A lot of people say they love Yah, but how can you say that when you see your brother and sister every day, you see your children every day, you see your husband every day, you see your wife every day, and you got hate in your heart for all these that you're supposed to have love for? And if a person say they love Yah, I see that a lot of times, when it comes to Yah, they light up, but when it comes to a family member, they look like, was it that Disney character, Cruella de Vil? They just look evil towards them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a red flag that's showing they don't have the real love of the Most High. But
so they got hate.
Yeah, they get heart full of hate, and they'll be quick to say, "But I love Jesus. I love the Lord." No, you don't. Okay, verse 20. If a man say, "I love Yah," and hated his brother, he is a liar. That's off top, man. I'm more straightforward. Some people, they're more. They'll walk a little bit longer with you, but as soon as you show me this, I'm most likely gonna call you a liar, because I'm trying to fix this situation quick. But for he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, that's a key part again. You see these people. How can he love Yah whom he have not seen? So obviously, when we got born, obviously we know of Yah prior to coming down here. But as soon as we came down here, we got born. Our memory, it wasn't the best. We got Alzheimer's in these bodies. We don't remember, Yah before we came down here like we did prior to that. So, we got to work on that relationship and build it up again. But it's always in us. Like we steal some candy at the store. We feel bad afterwards. It's because the love of Yah is in you, and Yah is disappointed in you. So it's still there. We just gotta dig that love out, and because it's buried under this sinful flesh, and we gotta seek it out. All right, 21. And this commandment have we from Him, that he who loveth Yah love his brother also. So, and and it's a righteous thing, you know, to love, you know, your brothers and your sisters, because it only yields that foundation to stabilize you in the future. It stabilizes your children, because your children are going to look at your works and be like, wow, my parents, my uncle, you know, my grandmother, etc., my friend, they showing love towards other people, and I'm seeing that, and it's going to, you know, catch on like a wildfire. But just like sin, when children see their parents and, you know, grandparents sin, it's in their heart. You planted a seed in the child's heart, and you basically telling them it's okay to be wicked. But if you doing righteousness and showing love towards your brother and your sister, giving somebody, a homeless person, a few dollars on the corner, or, you know, buying them something to eat, or buying them a new pair of shoes, or you know, buying somebody just a random ice cream or something, you know, just showing love for your fellow brother and sister, you know, your children, you sowing seeds to show other people, hey man, you know, why show hate when you can show love? And that's what, and that's what Yahusha came to do. Yahusha came to sow this atomic bomb love seed. You know, came down from heaven, took the beating, took the ridicule, all because when he was walking and getting beat, you know, one of the things on his mind was, I love him, I love him, I love him. Pop, I love him, I love him. Spitting on him, I love him, I love him. I'm gonna show them so much love and compassion and tolerance that they are going to be trapped. You know what I'm saying? You in the corner, somebody ain't beating you. You know what I'm saying? Or you afraid in the corner? They putting you in the corner by love. You know, they not lying to me. They not abusing me. They showing me that they love me. They dependable. You know, they doing everything that somebody who says they love you is doing. And you know that's what Yahusha came to do through Yahusha, to plant this bomb of love to spread. And that's why one of the benefits of finding Yah through Yahusha, it puts you in a corner, you know, because that love is like, man, like, is no greater love for somebody to lay down your life. And again, you know, this wasn't just anybody. You know, it's one thing, you know what I'm saying, if I take a bullet for Brother Ron, or Brother Ron push Sister Sue out the way of a moving 18-wheeler truck to save her life, yeah, that's cool, that's wonderful, and that's love, because, you know, we ain't getting that back. We ain't getting this life back. You know what I'm saying? We might get, you know, be in the kingdom, but we done here. And how great is it for your Creator to do a plan to do the exact same thing? And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the hero type of killing. You know what I'm saying? It was a mocking killing. It was a drawn out killing. It was just a curse. Not only did he die for you, you know, not only did he push you out the way of the moving car or whatever, he took the curse that you were under and he put it on himself, to show you that, hey, I love you. I'm not playing. You know, I ain't going nowhere. You know, I'm here for the long run. And this is why, you know, people you know, don't understand why his wrath is so great. When I know we ain't talking about this, but it's the other side of it, because he loved you so much, and he even took on the curse for you because he loved you. When the time of repentance is over, everybody who didn't take his love, that he put you in a corner, you in a corner with his love, and you still refuse it, that's when he was like, okay, man, the glove's off with you. You know, you don't love me, and I see where your heart is, and I'm going to treat you according to your works. And all those people are going, you know, they going to hell, you know, they you know, it's going to be bad for them because they refuse to do something very simple. Love. And everybody wants love, peace, and happiness. Even Satan wants love, peace, and happiness in the wicked, perverted way. They still want love, peace, and happiness. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, verse 1 John 4:19, we love him because a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people be like, why should I love you, Yah through Yahusha? Why? A lot of people, you ask them, it's really no attachment, because the relationship is not there, and they're really not seeking out Yah and understanding what he really did for you. He came and paid your debt that you could never pay, and he's still with you, and he left profits for you. He did all this stuff for you. He's still helping you out. And a lot of people really don't understand this, how deep this is. We love him because he did something. They not saying we just love Yah just because that's like a slave, you know, and y'all don't want a slave. Y'all want an intimate relationship, you know, just like a marriage with no love, and you know, y'all just roommates in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's no connection there, and y'all don't want that. Y'all want an intimate relationship. We love him because he loved us first. He first loved us. So again, you know, that's why the Most High is going to be, you know, very aggravated and upset and just wrathful with a lot of people when the day of Yah come, because he already put in the work. You mean I put in all this work? I did everything that I possibly could do in righteousness, and you still denied me. You know, that's an enemy of the kingdom. But now we're gonna go to Psalms 127:5. Psalms 127:5. 127:5. All right, and this goes back to love, peace, and happiness. You know, we all want it. You know, everybody want it. You know, that's the most simplest thing. Everybody, you know, crackheads. Why they crackheads? Because they don't have love, peace, and happiness. Single women, why are they like this and they bitter? Because they don't have love, peace, and happiness. Single man who been through stuff with women, why and they upset? Why are they upset? Because they don't have love, peace, and happiness. The bomb of love that Yah through Yahusha came to plant and just explode across the planet, you know, to them who he called. Satan perpetually tries to stop that, and I'm gonna go to that when the word comes the evil one. When the word goes out, comes Satan. All right, and read that. I'm trying to get that verse. Or if you know that scripture offhand, Brother Ron, about when the word go forth, the evil one come to take away what was sold.
No, bro, I don't know that for that.
All right, I'll find it. Oh, yeah, I found it. All right, but back to Psalms 127. I'll just read all of that because it's just 5 verses. Except Yah build the house, thy labor in vain that buildeth it. That's another thing. A lot of people building, you know, love all day. Like, man, I see a lot of this, man, especially nowadays. You know, like Oprah. I think somebody need to put their phone on mute. Is having a thing come back. But a lot of, like, these magazines, Vogue, Essence, O from Oprah magazine. They always telling these women how to find love. Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey. And it's one thing that they never do. They always tell you that they found the secret of how to love, but they always in the news with divorce and having issues in their marriage, having relationship issues in their own personal lives, and people take advice from these people. Oprah not even married. Her and Stedman not even married. They roommates. I don't know what type of relationship that is, but my point is, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They not this heifer up in here giving relationship and marriage advice, and she ain't even married. That's
You're not even married, man. She ain't never been married, man.
Yes, and she ain't gonna get married because she's prideful and she wanted her way, not Yahweh. She wanted her way. But
she ain't trying to give her that money, you know? She got too much money to give her.
Nah, I don't even think it's about money. It's about control. I'll never submit to you. I'll never, because marriage is submitting. They just have an agreement, you know what I'm saying? You know, Oprah will probably give away all her money to keep her pride, to be honest. But yeah, you're right too, though. But again, except Yah build it, the house, build it, except you build off the love of Yah, you'll never find it. You will never find love and happiness unless you build it off of Yah. Thy labor in vain that buildeth it. Except Yah keep the city, the watchman wake it but in vain. Like, man, you and your marriage, and y'all not there, and you doing your best, and you trying your best to make sure your marriage works, man. Like, y'all not there. It don't matter if you up working and doing it and trying. It's all in vain because y'all's not there. The love of y'all is not there. And that's the love everybody wants, because that's the pure love. Satan wants pure love. Satan wants everybody that come to worship Satan. Satan wants pure worship. Satan don't even want no fakes. You know what I'm saying? Satan wants you to keep it real. Satan wants you to love Satan. Everybody wants that pure love. But it's just are you gonna seek it in the righteous matter and get it, or are you going to seek it in the wicked manner and it's going to be perverted? Is this a perverted? A bad tree cannot yield good fruit. It's impossible. That's why a lot of women like bad boys, thugs. I mean, and we see the aftermath of that. Who Queen Latifah, she was talking about she wanted a roughneck in the 90s. Now she a lesbian, full blown out lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Like, the love that you seeking, you not gonna find. Now y'all older than me, I vaguely remember these songs. MC Light, that female, she a lesbian now. TLC, they always got mental health issues, counseling, that's what Satan does. Satan hate real love. That's why Satan put all this beguiling in the music to get a lot of these women to seek after evil ways and after people that following Satan. That's why I say I want a roughneck, but a roughneck, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna love you, give you that pure love. King David was a man. A lot of people want a roughneck, but King David was a man. King David wrote Psalms of Solomon. That's about the most poetic thing you gonna get. Like, and King David slaughtered whole nations. Like, that was a righteous man. That's why a lot of people need to seek after righteous women and righteous men. Stop looking for the world thugs. Oh man, she hot, man. She this and that, or he this and that. They not of Yah. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna cause you more problems because Satan's all up in their mind. Okay. Verse 2. It is vain for you to raise up early, to sit up late. Man, you know what I'm saying? Just think about this. All the people, I know y'all know people, or y'all even probably been in a situation, no matter what you tried, it never worked. It never worked. You tried to love, but it wasn't the love according to Yah. It is vain for you to raise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrow. For so he giveth his beloved sleep. Lo, children are a heritage. But this was my main point about love. Everybody want love, peace, and happiness, a family. Lo, children are an heritage of Yah. And this is why he loves his children so much. And the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. It's the main part, verse 5. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall be not ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gates. The point about this is the antithesis of, what righteous man want, even righteous women too. We can go all through the scriptures, from the Old Testament, on down to the New, about women crying because they couldn't conceive. They wanted that fulfillment, that family, that love, peace, and happiness. But verse 4, as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. So, this is just a reminder. This is how y'all feeling, yo. Remember in verse 3, lo, put this as the Most High. Lo, children are an inheritance of Yah. His children, his righteous children, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Verse 5. Think about it. This is why the Most High said, man, he want an intimate relationship. How can you love me when you don't love your brother? He wants you to show this intimate relationship with him. Happy is the man, happy is Yah, that hath his quiver full of them. How happy and joyful, is Yah going to be in the kingdom when he sit on his throne and he to see all his righteous children. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna be so bright because his smile gonna be so bright. Grinning from ear to ear. Happy is the man who have a quiver full of children, because he has his love, peace, and happiness. And now we're gonna go to 1 John chapter 2. 1 John chapter 2. And we're going to my main point is around 15, but I'll read 7 to 15. Okay. Well, I started I'll do 7:15. 7. Verse 7. 1 John chapter 2, verse 7. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye had from the beginning. An old commandment which you had from the beginning. The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past. All that, bitterness, hate, and all that, just let it go. And a lot of people just don't, want to let go. They hate to enjoy, love, peace, and happiness. It's a choice to hold on to hate. That is a free will choice. Yeah, it's painful and whatnot, but that is a free will choice. Turn it here. Because the darkness is past, and the true light now shineth, which is Yahusha. Yah through Yahusha. He that said he is in light and hated his brother, there you go again, is in darkness. So all them people who talking about, man, I love me some Lord and all this stuff, and as soon as they turn from Yah, not meaning they turning from Yah in the aspect of they not doing what he said. I'm talking about as soon as they stop praying after they feeling good, or I feel so good after talking to Yah, the Lord or whatever, and they turn over and they look at their children with this evil. I can't stand them badass children. That's hate. That ain't no love, or that ain't no correction. You up in here hate your own children. They turn to the left, they see their mother, father, who I always hated them, they brothers, they friends. This is a person full of bitterness. And hated his brother is in darkness even until now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. A lot of people, what I'm saying, I see like it's a lot. More so with women, though. It's more so because Satan likes to attack the woman more so than the man. Because he uses the woman to destroy the man. That's the game plan from the beginning. That's what he did. That's what he did with Adam and Eve. But what I was about to say, he that loveth his brother abideth in light. And I was about to say, a lot of people be like, some people be so dark in darkness that they hate people who just smiling, like they walking around like Mr. Rogers. They just happy and enjoying their little life, and what I'm saying, they not hurting nobody. They not undercover wicked. They just up in here, they just got a pleasant spirit, and you can see this person, they always smiling, they always so happy. What I'm saying, I don't like it. They get mad when people like that come around. I don't like that person. They just so cheery and happy. That's because they in darkness. And there is none occasion of stumbling in him. So the happy person, Mr. Rogers, he gonna just go about his business, and what I'm saying, whatever. You can be mad, but I'll be happy. But he that hated his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth. So again, these people don't know where they're going. Because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. Because that darkness, that's hate, man. That's why it's better to forgive. A lot of one of the tricks Satan like to do is do bitterness, do hardship in your life. It could be major stuff, like, man, you could have been molested, you could have been raped, you could have been shot by somebody. You could have been almost killed by somebody. Somebody could have stole all your money, and Satan likes to play this game to put you in a situation where bitterness takes over, and that's going to ruin your light inside of you, because when bitterness takes hold, the seed is planted. Either you want bitterness to grow in you or you don't. If you don't want bitterness to grow in you and cast a shadow over your light, You just gonna have to forgive, put it in the Most High hands, and you know what I'm saying, and learn from your mistake if you made one, or learn from the situation, and you know, and just forgive it and move on. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the big picture, and you know, because bitterness, you know, will cause all type of illnesses. You know, you're more stressed out. You got, you know, you got more your immune system lowers when you upset and bitter. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that comes. Bitterness brings on death, basically. So you just want to, you know, be in the love of Yah. Just be like, you know, I'm gonna give it to my Father. Because that darkness has blinded his eyes. I write unto you, little children, because your sins are forgiven you for his name's sake. Your sins, that's the pay, because he had to come and pay the price. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't come pay the price, you wouldn't be here, you know, talking, man. You talking about, you think people bitter and mad right now. Imagine if they didn't have no hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it wouldn't be even like this. Your sins are forgiven. I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young man, because ye have overcome the wicked one. And how do you overcome the wicked one? With love. You know what I'm saying? And love ain't nothing soft. You know what I'm saying? David was a man of love. When Solomon got himself right, you know what I'm saying, before he outlandish women, you know, that's the scripture. This is what scripture say. Outlandish women caused him to sin. Before that, you know what I'm saying, love was all up in him, and he was being blessed by love. And after, you know, he repented, love healed him, and et cetera, you know, over and over. I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young men, because ye have overcome the wicked one. And you overcome the wicked one by love, you know. That's why Yahusha, you know, be wise. Don't be silly and stupid. You know, the scriptures say love thy enemies, but don't be, you know, somebody trying to kill you. You know, you got to use wisdom. You know, you can't be, you know, you got to be wise as serpents, as helpless and harmless as a dove. I write unto you, little children, because ye have known the Father. 14. I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young man, because ye are strong, and the word of Yah abideth in you. See these characteristics. This isn't somebody, you know, speaking. They have Yah in them. That's, you know, that's what makes them strong. They just not strong on their own part, because in Ecclesiasticus it says a living dog is better than a dead lion, because no matter how mighty you are, if you're dead, you know what I'm saying, if you're spiritually dead, I mean, there's no might in you. There's only the ones that are in Yah. And ye have overcome the wicked one with love, not hate, not bitterness, because Satan wants hate, bitterness, and unforgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Pride. I ain't apologizing. You know, I ain't accepting their apology. You know, if your brother or your sister come to you in apology, I mean, it's your best bet for your spiritual healing and for your relationship with Yah to accept the apology. You know, I ain't saying y'all gotta be the best of friends, but you know, clean that part of you out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody offered you an apology, you know, they repented of that, and you know, learn from the experience and move on, you know. 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, you got to think about this, man, you know, everybody, because you got trapped here. This is a trap. The Satan kingdom is the ultimate trap house. You're in a trap. So anything that's in this world is not of Yah. You know, this world has been corrupted. You know, that's why the scriptures say Yah has to destroy this world, because it has been corrupted. And, you know, just like if you're eating food and somebody, a booger fell in your food, you don't want none of it. It just fell on the side of the plate. But your whole taste for the dish is gone. You don't want it no more. It's been defiled. That's what happened to the planet Earth. And it wasn't just a booger on it. It was just all out chaos everywhere, man. Just everywhere. Sin everywhere. Wickedness everywhere. So this place is defiled. That's why the Most High keeps pushing this. You know, this is not my house. You know, this place has been corrupted and going to be destroyed. So don't love it. If any man love the world, the love of Yah is not in him or her. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of Yah, but is of the world, aka of Satan, because Satan runs this world. And the world passeth away, just like I was saying a few seconds ago. This place is going to be destroyed. Everything in it gone. These bodies that you're in right now, if you're counted worthy, that's gone. This is garbage. It's trash. And the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yah abideth forever in love. And I'll end on in Isaiah 50, I think it's 57. I'll end on that. Isaiah 57 or 58, I think it is. Thou shalt light bring forth morning, and thine shall spring forth speedily. Righteousness shall be before thee in glory. Okay, verse 58 and 8. It's one of my favorite verses. It's a future prophecy when in the kingdom. So this is the ultimate reward that we get. You know, we get the unfiltered, pure, no interruption love of Yah. You know, we get the full brightness of Yah. Verse Isaiah 58 and 8. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily. So you get the immortal bodies and all that, you know, all that other stuff. And thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of Yah shall be thy reward. You know, everything, the pure love that Yah has for his children, this is your reward. It's not jewels, diamonds, and all that other stuff. Just sitting on the couch with Yah, just having a conversation. That's your reward. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, you know, okay, what's the big deal about that? Because Yah is pure love. You know what I'm saying? He has the pure love that our souls long for, whatever. Now we just got disconnected, you know what I'm saying, down here. But, you know, that was just a little something on love, you know. So y'all got anything y'all would like to say or anything y'all would like to bring out? Go right ahead.
Yeah. Like what you said about Yahushua, he loved us first.
Mm-hmm.
So we love him, like I said, he did everything that he can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he loved us, you know, that we should be loving him as well, not just because of material things. You know, each day you find what you do for me this day and what you did for me the next day, but it should be constant, you know. And I appreciate you said that. How you said that, because Yahushua did love us first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing we got to put in our mind. That he did love us, man. He came down here in the stinking earth, you know, and left this royalty, you know. Y'all got off the throne. He stayed on the throne, but got down to do something for us, to the stinking. Like I say it like this, we smell like doo-doo to him.
That's right.
The constant smelled like it to him. You know, when he came down, he came in the flesh like that, stinking flesh. Think about rolling all over doo-doo and stuff and putting on the clothes on, you know what I'm saying, and wearing it for 33 years. You know, he did all that. His royalty. And he said everything for us for everlasting life. He didn't have to, but he loves us first. We are his creation. And he loves us. And he did it all because of that. So we should be loving him every day like that. You know, tell the truth, we owe him. You know, we are a living sacrifice. That's where it comes in Romans 12. It says that is our reasonable service. You know, we cannot pay back, but man, it's too bad now. He done did it. It's too late. He done did what he did. And there's nothing we can do about it. We are born into sin, seed into sin, and now he found a way out for us. And we just got to play along the role that he did, you know. But that's all. We got to look at it a different way, that he did love us. And we're supposed to love everybody else the same as he loved us and do as we can. We know we're going to be haters. And like what you done said, too, this is Satan's world. That it's a trap. It's to keep us in our sin. We are born into a trap. And we got to get out of the trap. Out of the trap is through Yeshua. So, well, good. I appreciate the Bible study, Yahuwah study. I appreciate the study of Structure Torah. It's real good. I think that because it reminded me that what Yahushua did first, and we got to sacrifice everything else, you know, because he did things for us already.
All praises.
Anybody else to speak? Speak it.
Oh. Well, I thank you for how he said it over the phone. It was very, very convenient, and I needed it.
All praises.
Good. Thank Yahushua for the wisdom to Brother Savior, because we're going to do the phone, but he can't came out with that. I thought about it, but I didn't know how to do it. Then Brother Freeman texted me, and you on the ball. I'm excited about that. So we got something new now that Bethel got, that we all can get together in unity in situations like this again, and we got something that we can do now. I thank y'all for that. I give them praise for that. So we can stay one accord, one mind as a family. That's what we are, and I thank y'all for that.
All praise. All praise.
Anybody else want to speak? Speak up. All right. And again, I thank y'all for the study. I thank for our teacher, Brother Favor Woods, speaking to us in Yeshua's name. And I thank you for the congregation of Bethel Sabbath-day Church, what y'all has given us as brothers and sisters, believers, to work together in unity. I thank for Sister Sue. He ain't saying that, Sister Sue, but I appreciate you too. But everybody that's here the sound of my voice, everybody praising y'all. And again, Pastor Desiree, to all the churches in Cush, your bishop says salutation. I'm excited that your bishop is finding a way trying to get there to Cush. I'm asking everybody to continue on praying. Y'all opening doors for Bethel to do a great work. So continue on praying. Even though the storm, I see the storm trying to come to shake me, but forget that storm. I'm still going to Cush. Got to come all the way to the ocean, trying to come to Albany County just to shake me, because I want to go to Cush to do the work. But, you know, that storm is for two things: for the saints to increase their faith, and for the wicked one to turn from the wicked ways. Which one you want to look at it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's increasing my faith in y'all. But the wicked one's going to run and scared and continue on doing that thing. And that day is numbered. You know, so time is telling. And again, I speak blessings. And then, like I said, I let Brother Favors lead us with a prayer out. Then after that, I speak a blessing. Everybody else want to speak anything, let them speak right now. If not, I'll let Brother Favor close. And from Brother Favor closing, then I'll speak the blessing over at Bethel. And we'll sign out from there. Go ahead and close, Brother Favor.
All right. Glory to mighty God through Yahushua. Thank you for all that you have done, your great sacrifice of love, your showmanship of love that reminds us to behave in accordance to righteousness and to our Father, Abba Yah, through Yahushua. And I pray that we consistently are reminded of your love, of your mercy, that you require and you desire obedience rather than sacrifice. And it is a great obedience that we love our brothers and our sisters. That shows that the love of Yah is in us. And thank Yah for the lesson. And may His word continue to go out. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Again, Brother Faye, I thank you for Psalms 92. I'm going to look at it again about the judgment and righteousness. I ain't seen that song like that before.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. I can look at it again. Y'all show me something about that psalm again.
All praise.
I'll give y'all the